the years you sown in tears, restoring the years you sown in tears. Receive from the Lord your broken spirit. Receive from the Lord no need to fear. I'm restoring you sown in tears, restoring the years you sown in tears. Yeah, I'm not going to take much of your time. It's just something that I was following for, I think, 3 days now, and it is about Cecelia Marfo and Joyce Blessing. And after doing a little research and watching some videos, I came to find out that there are some things that has already been going on with Cecelia Marfo. And I believe some years back, I was watching YouTube videos. I don't know much about what's going on back home, but I started following the news and whatever that is going on when this lady died, Ebony. Yeah, because I never heard from her till her death, and I find out who she was. So I have been following the news or the media a little bit back home. I may not be there, but once my prayers is always there, because that is my roots, I have every right to know what is going on there. And if God gives me grace to share my idea, then I have every right to do that as well. Yeah, I watched some videos, and I heard some people saying that Cecelia Marfo, for some time, she has been spitting in the mouth of some people while ministering. And when she was asked, the answer was she was led by the Spirit. Okay. And then I remember there is another minister called Brother Sammy. Yes, that something happened between her and him as well. Then recently, Joyce Blessing and Cecelia Marfo. So after watching some videos, it came up that the program that was going on wasn't even Cecelia Marfo's program. They were all invited in the place. They were all invited in the place to minister. I was a bit disturbed, knowing that it wasn't even her platform for her to disgrace her that way. I don't know Joyce Blessing songs, but the story really pushed me a little bit. You know, the Bible said that the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. You cannot go to someone else's house and begin to give orders how the house is supposed to be arranged, or how the food they are eating, how they are supposed to be eating their food, the time they are supposed to be eating their dinner. Or like, you can't take yourself into someone else's business who has invited you. You were just there as a guest to minister or to perform. And as I said, for some years I have watched her from afar, and I picked some things. If someone can go back and watch her old videos, that I put a comment that there is something off with Cecelia. I think some wires are not connecting well. There is something wrong, and this lady needs serious prayers. How can you be invited by someone that you allow the spirit that she said that people are backing her up, that it is the Spirit of God, to set confusion in the atmosphere? First of all, the Bible is saying God is not an author of confusion. God is not an author of confusion. So you can't tell me that you have the Spirit of the Lord upon your life and you cannot submit to wherever you were invited to, that your spirit override the rule or how the program was supposed to be going. That you just go there, took a microphone from someone and just disgrace her in front of the people. For what? And I've seen some comments, some people are saying that, oh, you know, this lady is supposed to go back to her husband. Cecelia was right. And those who are bashing her, that is not right because you don't know how the Spirit of the Lord moved her. That is not the Spirit of the Lord. I can say it point blank. That is not the Spirit of the Lord. The Bible said in the book of John 8:11, when the Lord was with his disciples and they decided to go and find something to eat because they were hungry. The Bible, I'm talking about the woman who came at the well. That when the lady came and met the Lord at the well, the Lord told her some things that most of the people, they never knew. And the Bible never said that that conversation went on between the disciples and the Lord with the lady. They were not there. And the Lord told her that you have been with 5 husbands. And even the one that you are with right now is not your husband. That means the Lord didn't even say that, why have you been with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? No one knows what happened. That lady was in her cis relationship. Sometimes when you do not know what people go through, it is just easy for you to jump into conclusion, to make an assumption or to just say anything that you feel is okay to you, which is not right. When the Lord told the lady that you have married 5 husbands and the one that you are with right now, that is not your husband. She was the one who went to the city to tell them that come and see a man. So you meant to tell me that Cecelia, when you were sitting down, that Joyce wasn't called yet. You couldn't go next to her to tell her, oh, my sister, I heard what is going on and I know what is going on right now with you. I know it is not easy, but it is my prayer that the Lord himself will intervene. She couldn't. But the spirit that she claims to be the Spirit of the Lord decided that the moment this lady stand at the pulpit to take the mic to sing, my spirit is about to move. What a deception. What a deception. It's about time that we call a spade a spade. There is something wrong somewhere. Why will a human being say she is ministry and the Lord is leading her to spit in the mouth of people? And sometimes, Honorable Kennedy at Japan, I'm not saying that he's a donkey, but I am seeing something like when those who are supposed to be talking are mute. They are muted. They are not saying nothing. The Lord has power to raise anyone that he chooses to send forth his word. He can rebuke prophets. He can rebuke anyone that is acting out of their mind. He said it straight that there is something wrong with the lady. The fact that he is not standing at the pulpit to preach does not mean that God cannot use him. How? With this pandemic, that sicknesses, diseases, all these viruses going on, and you spat in the mouth of people, and you are telling me the Lord led you to do that? That is not right. That is not right. The Bible said again, the woman who was caught in adultery, the Bible said that when she was caught in adultery, that they came to stone her to death. The Lord asked the people who have not sinned. The one who has not sinned before should cast the first stone. I'm not condoning sin here, and I'm not condoning divorce here. Divorce is very painful. If you haven't been there, don't just jump into conclusion. What if Joy said, I'm going back to my husband. The husband said, I don't want you anymore. Yes, God hates divorce. But we are not in a perfect world. We are not in a perfect world. And you can't force anyone's will if the person decides to leave. You cannot force them. That is life. You cannot force those who have decided that they have had enough. They can't it. You can't. The Bible said that they picked stones to go against the lady who was caught sleeping with a man. And after all of them dropped their stones, after they dropped their stones, because their own conscience, they were being hypocritical. They were hypocrites. They were hypocrites. Then the Lord told the lady, has anyone condemned you? He said, no, man. And he said, neither do I condemn thee. Go and sin no more. Go and sin no more. As you will want others to do unto you, do likewise. If it were you who was treated that way on the platform, as I said, just test the spirit. The Lord has given us the right to test all spirits. You can test my spirit. Whatever you want to say, I'm just speaking as the Lord is helping me to bring balance in his word. This has nothing to do with the Spirit of the Lord. The Spirit of the Lord is not confusion. And the Bible said Satan is the accuser of brethren. Satan is the accuser of brethren. You couldn't call your sister on the side to talk to him. Maybe, I even believe that maybe she has her phone number. But in the place where many people are gathered, that is where the spirit came. This looks like some fetish, my spirit has come. My spirit, please, give us a break. It is not right. It is not right. And I'm sorry for the lady, Joyce. I'm sorry for whatever happened in that gathering or in that meeting. And if you have any prayer, pray for Cecelia. Don't just come online and comment on videos to, praise her for what she did was right. Can't you see that something is not right? The Spirit of the Lord is so gentle. Even when she is rebuking you, it brings comfort to you. It brings transformation. When the Lord is rebuking and correcting you, you will see the love in the rebuke. That will just stir your spirit up to change in some areas. That is how the Spirit of the Lord is. You can't just walk around and use the name of the Lord to abuse the power. that you are operating in contrary spirit and put the name of the Lord to it. You don't fear God? As I said, test all spirits. You have every right to test all spirits. Don't just go, that says, this prophet said, this woman of God said, hey, come on, guys. We need to wake up. It's too much. Adorson, dodo. You know? Adorson. Yenya abutre na, you know, yenjai diye no. Yeme nipe binom. They just don't want to listen to God. They don't want to have nothing to do with us. Because we ourselves, we are hypocrites. To go to someone else's meeting, to snatch microphone from someone, that hears the Lord, and mess up the whole atmosphere. Come on. Guys, it's about time that we call a spade a spade. It's sad that you know, I'm a Ghanaian, but the thing is, it's hard for me to listen to so-called prophets, pastors. I have few that I believe, but I don't throw my mind out there to receive everything, and then, you know, because the confusion is too much. Everyone wants to prove that they are the ones that God has called. And the Bible said they that compare themselves among themselves, they are not wise. So why will you put yourself in that position that you always want to take praise for yourself, and you always want people to see that you are the one that is called, and undermine the rest of the people? That is not right, and that is not the spirit of the Lord. People, there is so much going on in the world. There is so much going on in the world that the Lord needs our attention, especially those who mention the name of the Lord should depart from every evil. May the Lord open our eyes to see. May the spirit of discernment work in us. May we know when the move is of the Lord and when the move is of the devil or is of the flesh. Don't accept anything because the name of the Lord is attached to it. You don't need to do that. Let the Spirit of the Lord help you to make the right choices. And I wrote something about marriage, and I'll read from it. I will just read from it. The fact that you are still married for 15 years or more, and someone's lasted 3 years, doesn't prove you were doing everything right. Mark that. It does not prove that you were doing everything right. I'm telling you. The fact that somebody's marriage did not last the way you were expecting because you were not in it does not mean that the person is bad. I don't know what happened between Joyce and the husband. I have my own issue. I've been falsely accused. I'm still here by God's grace. So sometimes you don't know. You don't know. You don't know. Just have the heart for people who are going through hard times and put yourself in their shoes. Pray that it will be well with them. But don't stand somewhere and think that the person did something wrong. That's why their marriage couldn't last. That is wrong. That is wrong. Hallelujah. The fact that we've been married for 15 years or more and someone's lasted 3 years doesn't prove you were doing everything right. I always say this. Some have 20 years in bullying and controlling in their marriages, but they put on a face, because when they leave, it will look like they don't have a man or they don't have a woman. So they rather stay in the abusive marriage or relationship and put a face on that everything is going on right with them. You just need the spirit of discernment. I've seen some people who be bragging, doing stuff on social media, everywhere, but in their homes, they are like slaves. So never think that if someone's marriage did not last for more years than others, maybe they did something wrong. If God has blessed you with a peaceful marriage, be grateful. Thank God for it. It's a gift. If you are going through a divorce, I will tell you, it is not the end of the world. God has something for you. God has something for you. He loves you. He will restore you no matter what you have faced in life. Marital issue, financial issue, whatever problem that you are going through, believe that God is able to turn things around. For all things shall work together for your good, to them that love God and are called according to his purpose. Let us watch how when things come before us, how we judge it and how, we put words in God's mouth. That the Bible said, my prophets will go, and if that means, he said, I haven't sent them, but they will go and say, thus says the Lord. Thus says the Lord. But I haven't sent them. I haven't sent them. Please, let us check all spirits and ask God, is it the move of you or it is the move of man? Hallelujah. God bless you. I've seen so many stories going on in Ghana, but this one really, I just want to talk about it because it is not right. It is not right. Something needs to be done concerning all these acts. And, that's not right. And it's not right. God bless you. My name is Lydia Davis Pepper. You can find me on Instagram, Real Lydia Davis. And I have another one that is Lady Lee 707. Lady Lee. Yes, that one I have all kinds of music there because that platform is just for music. But Real Lydia Davis, you will get motivational speakers there, posts to encourage you. Everything that you're looking for, just check me on Real Lydia Davis on IG, and on Facebook is Lydia Davis Pepper. God bless you. Have a blessed weekend.